Hello and good evening. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming to my channel. I'm going to test this GoPro out in the dark and see what it does. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is a little bit of a warmer day, so I figured that tonight would be a great night to run out here and test this GoPro out with you. I actually recorded a ton of footage about 15 minutes ago and found out that the low light mode was not turned on, so I'm doing it again. What do you do? You know, I thought it would be automatic. It was not automatic, but let's just get it done anyway. So this is what it looks like. This is usually the most criticized thing about GoPros, is how terrible they are at night. And looking at my camera, it looks really dark except for the areas that are lit up. So I'm not too happy about that, but we can change some settings and see what happens. I do not know much about camera settings like this, but I will go on to some articles on the internet, check them out, and try to do what they suggest and see what happens. So I hope you enjoy. I hope I'm doing it right. If you have any suggestions for me, or you want to see something specific, just tell me. I can do another video. Let's see this. It's in standard mode right now, 1080 and 60 frames, wide angle lens. People say that when you use Hypersmooth at night, it blurs, the lights blur when you really take advantage of that Hypersmooth. So let's take off running a little bit and see what happens. Alright, I kind of over-exaggerated the running a little bit. I was kind of jumping in the process just to see, what it would do in the worst situation possible. But if you do think that this footage looks bad while you're running, and that you do need to turn off Hypersmooth, then you need to go out and purchase yourself a gimbal. And you can put this little GoPro right in the gimbal and turn off Hypersmooth, and it'll be alright. It'll still be just as smooth as it would be with Hypersmooth turned on, maybe even smoother. I don't know, this camera is really good at that. Alright, so let's try some different settings. Alright, so I have turned the ISO's minimum to 800 and the maximum to 1600. And I've also kicked it down from 60 frames per second down to 24. So you can't do any like slow motion with this, but I can't believe the difference in the light that's coming through here, at least on this little screen. It looks like the difference between night and day right now. So let me get back here. I'm going to face this way again, and I'm going to kind of jog a little bit again, kind of jar the screen. Run towards this house here with the lights on. So did it blur? What do you think? Do you think that these settings look better than the other? One important thing to note is that you cannot turn on the low light setting if the frame rate is below 60. Because I think what I read was that the low light setting automatically lowers the frame rates. But if it's already lower, like, how's it supposed to lower it? So, I don't know. I think I like this better than having the low light setting on. So, what do you think? Leave a comment down below about what you think this new GoPro does at nighttime. Alright, I've still got it on the previous settings, the 1080 at 24 frames with the ISO set from 800 to 1600. Let's walk down to this really dark area and see what happens. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, this is not going to be your professional camera to take, like, you know, some massive documentary with or anything. This is pretty much just going to get you through. I don't see many people walking through the dark like this videoing anyways. You know, if you take this camera somewhere at night, you're probably going to a theme park somewhere, or, you know, someplace a little bit more lit up than this. But I don't know, some of you guys may ride some bikes down some trails out in the woods, and it might be a little dark on you. So maybe you do want it a little bit brighter than this. They're gonna make a flashlight, or I don't know what you call it, but it's just some sort of light that connects to the media mod cage that's coming out for this thing. I think it's supposed to release in December. I think it's made to face your face, but you might be able to swap that around and use it as kind of like a flashlight for the GoPro. So that might help some of you guys. You might want to check into that. It's not out yet for me to test, but I don't think it's doing bad. It's definitely gonna tide me over for a little bit and save me some money. Most people use those Canons, and they're around, say around, like, what is it, $600 to $800? I've seen some people vlog with Sony cameras, and they're probably around $1,000 or more. So this little thing cost me $300 through the trade-up program. Took me 3 weeks to get it, and I'm gonna roll with this for a while. Yeah, I think it's good enough for me for right now. We might upgrade later. But now we've got a new baby. She's about 3.5 months old, and I don't really want to spend too much money right now, because if you don't know, formula and diapers are an investment. Alright. So that was the dark area back there. I felt like it was pretty dark on the screen, but serviceable. So that does it for me. I'm no professional photographer or any videographer or anything like that. So if you guys have any suggestions about something you would like to see at any time on this GoPro, whether it's at night or daytime, just tell me and I can make it happen. Hopefully I can do like a whole video based off of those suggestions, and I'll put your names in the video and everything. So thanks for watching. Please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, because I will be doing a 4K test when it gets light outside. It's a little cloudy today, so I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted the colors to pop. Alright, so thanks for watching. Peace out and game over.